So today we're making a Romesco sauce, which is based on roasted red peppers. Here you see me taking the seeds out, halving them, and placing them on a baking sheet where I'll roast them at the highest temperature for a good half an hour. Once they're roasted completely and blackened, I cover them with another baking sheet and let them steam and cool off. Once they're cool enough to handle, I'm peeling all the blackened skin off of them. And now I'm just giving them a light marinade with some oil, salt, garlic, pepper, and lemon zest, and tossing them into an oven at about 200 degrees while I prep the other ingredients. Another component of this sauce is usually almonds, but in this case I'm using walnuts. I'm going to start by blanching them really quickly, about 10-15 seconds in boiling salt and water. Toast them with some garlic cloves in a pretty dry pan with just a little bit of oil. I'm gonna toast them for about 4 or 5 minutes or so, and then reserve them and set them aside. Next, I'm gonna take a raw tomato, remove most of the seeds and the liquid from the inside, and reserve that and set it aside. Add the chopped up raw tomato in with the peppers, and I also stirred in some smoked paprika and sweet paprika. I'm also grinding and mashing the garlic clove that's been roasted and the walnuts, just a little bit. And now I'm going to add a chopped up piece of toast. The acid component of the sauce, I used a combination of vinegar, lemon juice, and a little bit of the reserved water from the tomato, just to make everything a little bit wet. And although I'm going to blend this Romesco, I decided to chop up the peppers and the tomatoes right before adding them. I also minced a whole raw clove of garlic, made that into a pretty fine paste, and added that to the mix. Blend that with the immersion blender. I added some olive oil. I'm looking for almost like a chunky peanut butter consistency. Obviously going to taste this and adjust the seasonings to my liking. If you at this point want to add more salt, more acid, then that's what you would do. But overall, a very simple sauce, very effective use of ingredients, great for just making a dish a little bit better. This kind of sauce works really well on roasted vegetables, piece of roasted chicken or grilled chicken even, piece of fish, piece of steak, anything you could really think of. It's got a ton of flavor and it's very diverse. I store this by putting this in a container and then covering the surface of the sauce with some saran wrap and then covering up the rest of the container. I think that keeps it a little bit longer. And here's an example of the sauce in action. Just spreading that onto the bottom of the dish, elevating a simple meal.